Crimson Desert, unraveling the tapestry of gaming history, as the gaming community eagerly awaits the release of Crimson Desert, developed by Pearl Abyss. It's time to embark on a journey through the annals of gaming history that have led to the creation of this highly anticipated title. In this article, we'll delve into the origins, inspirations, and evolution of Crimson Desert, exploring the rich tapestry that defines this upcoming open-world action-adventure game. The Pearl Abyss legacy, Crimson Desert, emerges from the legacy of Pearl Abyss, the renowned South Korean game development studio known for its groundbreaking MMORPG, Black Desert Online. The success and acclaim of Black Desert Online laid the foundation for the ambitious vision of Crimson Desert. Evolution from MMORPG to action-adventure. While Black Desert Online was a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG, Crimson Desert signifies a shift towards a single-player, narrative-driven experience. This evolution reflects the studio's commitment to pushing boundaries and exploring new dimensions of gaming. Literary and cinematic influences. Crimson Desert draws inspiration from fantasy epics, both literary and cinematic. The game weaves a complex narrative reminiscent of classic fantasy novels while incorporating visual elements that pay homage to iconic fantasy films. This amalgamation promises a captivating and immersive storytelling experience. A world rich in lore, the lore of Crimson Desert is crafted with meticulous attention to detail, creating a world rich in history, mythology, and intrigue. Players can expect to uncover ancient secrets, encounter mythical beings, and navigate a narrative landscape that reflects the depth of the fantasy genre. Cutting-edge graphics and visual realism. Crimson Desert showcases the technological prowess of Pearl Abyss, leveraging cutting-edge graphics and visual realism. The game is designed to deliver a visually stunning and immersive experience, pushing the boundaries of what is achievable in the current gaming landscape. Seamless open-world exploration. One of the defining features of Crimson Desert is its seamless open-world exploration. The game promises a vast and dynamic world, allowing players to traverse diverse landscapes, encounter unique creatures, and immerse themselves in a living, breathing environment. Impactful choices and consequences. Crimson Desert introduces a narrative structure where player choices carry weight and lead to meaningful consequences. The branching storylines ensure that each player's journey through the game is unique, fostering a sense of agency and personal investment in the unfolding narrative. Character development and progression. Character development in Crimson Desert goes beyond mere skill progression. The game aims to forge a deep connection between players and their in-game personas, with character choices and experiences shaping both the gameplay and the overarching story. A convergence of single-player and multiplayer. While Crimson Desert is primarily a single-player experience, the game hints at potential multiplayer elements. This convergence allows players to share their experiences, engage in cooperative gameplay, and participate in events that foster a sense of community within the expansive world. Ongoing support and content updates. Pearl Abyss has expressed its commitment to providing ongoing support for Crimson Desert post-launch. This includes regular content updates, expansions, and potentially new features based on player feedback, ensuring a dynamic and evolving gaming experience. As Crimson Desert stands on the precipice of release, the gaming community can anticipate a title that transcends genres, delivering an immersive experience rooted in the past while embracing the future of gaming. Get ready to unravel the tapestry of Crimson Desert, where every decision and discovery shapes an epic journey. Crimson Desert is not a direct sequel but shares thematic elements and lore with Black Desert Online. It represents a new narrative and gameplay direction for Pearl Abyss. Details about the monetization model of Crimson Desert have not been fully disclosed. Players can expect information closer to the release date. While primarily a single-player game, Crimson Desert may incorporate multiplayer elements, fostering community engagement and cooperative gameplay. The confirmed platforms for Crimson Desert include PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Specific details about compatibility and release dates on each platform will be revealed by the developers. Player choices in Crimson Desert will have meaningful consequences, influencing character development, story progression, and potentially leading to different outcomes. Crimson Desert gameplay unveiled, a deep dive into the action-packed adventure. As the gaming world anticipates the release of Crimson Desert, Pearl Abyss's upcoming action-adventure game, it's time to explore the intricacies of the gameplay that promise to redefine the open-world genre. In this article, we'll take a comprehensive look at the features, mechanics, and innovations that make Crimson Desert a title worth waiting for. Vast and diverse landscapes, Crimson Desert offers players a vast and diverse open world to explore. From sprawling deserts to dense forests and towering mountain ranges, the game's landscapes are rich in detail and variation. The seamless transition between different regions ensures a continuous and immersive gaming experience. Dynamic day-night cycle and weather systems. The game introduces a dynamic day-night cycle and realistic weather systems. As players navigate the open world, they will witness the changing lighting conditions, weather patterns, and the impact of these elements on both the environment and gameplay. Action-oriented combat. Crimson Desert features an action-oriented combat system that emphasizes skill and strategy. Players can expect fluid and responsive combat mechanics, allowing for a wide range of attacks, combos, and special moves. The game's combat system aims to strike a balance between accessibility and depth. Character abilities and progression. Players can unlock and upgrade a variety of character abilities, ranging from powerful combat skills to utility moves. The progression system ensures that as characters gain experience, they become more proficient in combat, introducing a sense of growth and empowerment. Branching storylines and player choices. Crimson Desert boasts a narrative-driven approach with branching storylines and impactful player choices. Decisions made throughout the game influence the direction of the story, shaping character relationships and ultimately determining the game's outcome. Immersive quest design. Quests in Crimson Desert are designed to be immersive and meaningful. From epic main quests that drive the overarching narrative to side quests that delve into the lore of the world, players can expect a diverse range of quests that contribute to the depth of the gaming experience. Mounts as companions. Mounts in Crimson Desert serve as more than just a means of transportation. They become loyal companions, aiding players in both exploration and combat. The game encourages strategic usage of mounts, offering unique abilities and advantages during various gameplay scenarios. Mount customization and upgrades. Players can customize and upgrade their mounts, enhancing their abilities and appearance. The bond between the player and their mount becomes an integral part of the gaming experience, fostering a sense of connection and partnership. Single-player focus with cooperative elements. While Crimson Desert is primarily a single-player experience, it introduces cooperative elements that allow players to engage with friends and the wider gaming community. This blend of single-player focus and multiplayer engagement adds a social dimension to the game. Events and ongoing support. Pearl Abyss emphasizes ongoing support for Crimson Desert, promising regular events, updates, and expansions. This commitment to post-launch content ensures that the game remains dynamic, with new challenges and experiences for players to discover over time. As Crimson Desert approaches its release, anticipation builds for the epic journey that awaits players. From the vast landscapes to the intricate combat mechanics and the richness of the narrative, Crimson Desert is shaping up to be a game that offers not just a gaming experience but an adventure of a lifetime. Crimson Desert will feature dynamic events and challenges in the open world, providing players with spontaneous and engaging experiences. Player choices in Crimson Desert are designed to have a significant impact on the narrative, influencing character relationships and determining the outcome of the story. While Crimson Desert is primarily a single-player experience, the cooperative multiplayer elements are integrated, offering players the option to engage with others in certain aspects of the game. Crimson Desert will feature a variety of mounts, ranging from traditional horses to fantastical creatures. Each mount will have unique abilities and advantages. Pearl Abyss has committed to providing ongoing support for Crimson Desert, including regular events, updates, and expansions. The frequency of updates will be disclosed closer to the game's release. Crimson Desert Weapons, unleashing the arsenal of power and strategy. The Crimson Blades are versatile, dual-wielded weapons that offer a balance between speed and precision. With a focus on swift strikes and combos, players wielding Crimson Blades can engage in fast-paced combat, swiftly dispatching foes with a flurry of strikes. The Desert Scimitar is a curved blade designed for slashing attacks, making it particularly effective in close-quarters combat. Its design is influenced by the harsh environment of the game world, allowing players to execute powerful swings and cleave through adversaries. The Sandstalker Bow is a specialized ranged weapon crafted for precision and accuracy. Archers can utilize a variety of arrows, each with unique effects, to engage enemies from a distance. The bow's design incorporates elements inspired by the desert landscape. The Mystic Crossbow combines mystical energies with crossbow technology, providing a ranged option with magical enhancements. Players can harness enchanted bolts and bolts imbued with elemental properties to diversify their approach to combat. The Sandstorm Greatsword is a colossal weapon that delivers devastating blows in exchange for slower attack speed. Wielding this mighty greatsword allows players to unleash powerful cleaves and AoE attacks, making it effective against groups of enemies. The Golem Maul, a massive hammer infused with ancient energies, is designed to crush enemies with sheer force. Its impact can stagger foes, leaving them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. The Golem Maul is a formidable choice for those who favor raw power. The Phoenix Staff is a magical artifact that channels the power of fire. Mages can unleash fiery spells and AoE attacks, turning the tide of battle with destructive magical forces. The staff's design incorporates intricate details inspired by mythical creatures. The Abyssal Wand taps into the forces of darkness, allowing wielders to cast shadowy spells and debuff enemies. Its unique design reflects the sinister nature of the weapon, making it an ideal choice for those who seek to control the shadows. The Sandstorm Grenade is a tactical gadget that unleashes a localized sandstorm, disorienting and blinding enemies caught within its radius. This gadget provides a strategic advantage, allowing players to control the battlefield and create opportunities for attack. The Ethereal Trap is a deployable gadget that ensnares enemies in an ethereal field. Once triggered, the trap immobilizes and weakens adversaries, providing players with a tactical advantage in both combat and strategic scenarios. Mastering the Art of War, Crimson Desert Skills Guide. The Crimson Slash combo is a fundamental melee skill that forms the backbone of the combat system. It allows players to execute a series of swift slashes, chaining together precise strikes to create devastating combos. Mastery of this skill is essential for engaging in close-quarters combat. The Desert Storm Evade is an evasive maneuver that allows players to quickly maneuver through the battlefield, avoiding enemy attacks with finesse. When timed correctly, this skill not only provides defensive capabilities but also sets the stage for counterattacks. Hawk's Precision Shot is a ranged skill that enables archers to deliver a precise and powerful shot at a targeted enemy. This skill rewards accuracy, making it an ideal choice for players who prefer to engage adversaries from a distance with deadly precision. Serpentine Volley is a ranged skill that allows players to unleash a volley of arrows in a sweeping pattern, covering a wider area. This skill is particularly effective against groups of enemies, providing crowd control capabilities in ranged combat scenarios. Inferno Wave is a magical skill that summons a wave of fire, dealing damage to enemies in its path. Mages can utilize this skill strategically to control the battlefield, inflict area of effect damage, and create opportunities for follow-up attacks. Umbral Nova is a dark magic skill that releases a burst of shadowy energy, weakening and debuffing enemies within its radius. This skill adds a layer of tactical depth, allowing players to disrupt enemy formations and gain an advantage in battles. Sandstorm Surge is a specialized skill that taps into the environmental elements of the game world. It creates a localized sandstorm, impairing enemy vision and providing cover for tactical maneuvers. This skill is versatile, offering both offensive and defensive advantages. Phantom Mirage is a specialized skill that grants players a temporary illusionary duplicate, confusing enemies and diverting their attention. This skill is invaluable for evading attacks, creating openings for strategic positioning, and outmaneuvering opponents. Crimson Desert features skill trees that allow players to customize their characters based on their preferred playstyles. As characters gain experience and progress, they can unlock new skills, enhance existing ones, and choose development paths that suit their combat preferences. Mastery of individual skills unlocks advanced combos and synergies. Players can experiment with different combinations of skills to create personalized combat styles, making each encounter a dynamic and strategic experience.